In this episode, I'm going to talk about collecting copper as an investment. Places like eBay are selling this stuff like crazy. Gold and silver investors are scoffing and laughing, calling it a scam. So I wanted to take a moment to do a reality check on the situation. First, let's have a look at some common styles of copper bullion. You can get these little 1-ounce bars, which admittedly look very neat. These are actually minted somewhat like regular coins. You can actually get bars such as this half-pound copper bar and this 1 kilo copper bar. You can also buy copper rounds that come in all kinds of different designs. I hate to talk about prices because it's very likely they will have changed by the time you're watching this video, but I think it's necessary to give you an idea of the market. Today, the price of copper is about 23 cents per ounce. So this 1-ounce copper round is worth about 23 cents if you were to melt it down. Unfortunately, the price of one of these on eBay, including shipping, ranges from $2 to $3, which means you're paying about 13 times the melt value. It's possible to buy these in bulk for a better rate. The cheapest I found is buying around 800 at a time, and you'll pay 88 cents a piece. That's still almost 4 times its melt value. The larger bars are a somewhat better deal. A big 1 kilo bar like this one costs about $20. But its melt value is about $8. So that's still 2.5 times its melt value. So high premiums on these products is primarily the reason investors do not like copper, and I tend to agree. There is a flip side to this scenario, however. Many silver products sell for more than their weight in silver. Why? Simply because the market says they do. One of the first things you'll learn in economics is that a good is ultimately worth what somebody else is willing to pay for it. This applies to the copper products too. And right now, the market says they're worth possibly as much as 13 times their melt value. The problem with this is the market can change its mind, and you could be stuck selling these things as scrap metal, which would be taking a big loss. But what if I told you it was possible to buy copper below melt value? Believe it or not, you can. The U.S. nickel is made of 75% copper and 25% nickel. The melt value of a nickel is actually at about 5.18 cents at the time I made this video. With continuing inflation, it's likely that the mint will soon change the metal composition, and 30 years from now, these nickels will be worth a lot of money. Let me give you an example. This is a 1964 quarter. In 1964, it was worth exactly 25 cents. The government had to change the composition due to inflation and the rising cost of silver. Today, that same quarter is worth almost $6. That's a 24-fold increase in value. So that raises the question, what will a nickel be worth in 30 years? And if you have $10,000 in nickels stored up somewhere, what will that be worth? And the best part about nickels is, unlike these copper bars on eBay, the nickel will always be worth 5 cents, at least, no matter what.